going to continue with these personal stories, and I'd like to ask Lyn to come up now.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lyn. I'm Pete's big sister, I've always called, but actually he's much older than me. You can tell by the grey hair. Bev and Janine are my sisters, and Mum and Dad in the front row here. And there are 7 nieces and nephews in our family. Oh, and this is John. I've got it written down, I haven't put my glasses on yet. But anyway, and what I've got to say is a contribution from everybody in that group. I'd like to start with some of the things that the children have written. We got the children together on Saturday, and it was lovely because the Cotton nieces and nephews came as well, those who could, and Taryn, Tyler and Amber came as well. And you'll see on the back wall when you sign the book, there's some of the things they've written and done. But some of the things that they said, Henry and I compiled yesterday under the headings of ALI for Ali. So Ali, lots of laughs, always watching over us, awesome and kind-hearted. L, loving and laughing, full of joy and happiness. And I will miss you because you knew how to make me feel special. And one of the quotes one of the children wrote, some people strengthen others just by being themselves. Ellie, you came into our lives as a wonderful, unexpected surprise for Pete in the UK. But Janine's first memory is of a bubbly, blonde hairdresser who wanted to ask her in the very first conversation, would it be okay if I got engaged to Pete? Ellie, you worried whether you would be acceptable in the Williams family. If only you knew it was the other way round. We so wanted to be good enough for you, and we couldn't believe how easy and comfortable you made us feel. What a credit to your own family. I found out since that Pete told you that we were a very scary family. You wait. But your relaxed and fresh energy, your humour, your love of family, and your concern to nurture all of those around you made you very easy to be with, to accept and to love. Ali, you were an experience to enjoy. Yet we also learned that you hated being in the limelight, being fussed over or the centre of attention, preferring to deliberately turn conversations around when concern or sympathy were directed your way. So in time, we became a family of in-laws and outlaws. The sisters-in-law, Bev, Janine, Ali and I, have had special connections through celebrations, babies, birthdays, preschools, sharing of good times and hard. Ali's love of music meant musicals and movies with Mum as well to share and talk about. We celebrated our birthdays with lunch and coffee, and we always had a fun respite from the day-to-day challenges. And our big joke was that whenever Ali was out, she always got a text. She'd roll her eyes, and we would all know it was Pete keeping tabs on her. And the outlaws, in those days, Keith, Craig, Grant and Ali. We know you used to go out for dinner, movies and bowling and scheme how you would gang up on Pete and us 3 girls. It was your survival strategy because you were so proud you were not made like us Williamses. Ali even organised an Outlaws t-shirt, a cartoon duck with gun and cartridges slung over its shoulder. Survival. Craig recalls working with Ali for a short while when she was the truck driver and heavy roller operator. She was up for anything, and he learned that nothing was impossible for this girl. And how many of you noticed Ali was in both groups? At family events, we girls would chatter away laughing and joking, Dad lightning laughter to tinkling music, even though he admits we may have been laughing at him. And birthdays for children and adults alike were never missed, celebrated with gifts and cards with thoughtful and clever messages. Like her homemade birthday invitations from Pooh Bear saying, "Oh Pooh, I'm 40. In these last months, it worried Ali terribly that she might have missed a birthday. Ali, please know that we all have special things that we treasure because you chose so thoughtfully and gave them to us. There were so many special ways you connected with each of us, Ali, including the children who recall wriggling haircuts, birthday parties, and you jumping around behind Janine poking faces while their family photos were taken. You treated Mum and Dad with love and respect, with thoughtful gifts, with your time, like making a wonderful holiday for Mum with you in the UK and making the Protea picture, which must have taken hours, and your support during Mum's illness. For Dad, you just immediately became his fourth girl, loved and treasured no differently from us. Bev and you shared a special bond over common interests and experiences: craft, card making, tennis, children's growth, walking and talking, weekends away. And you were so willing to make yourself available and so sensitive as her friend. Together it was safe to talk about the difficult stuff in life and share memories, special memories together. I've learnt so much from knowing you, Ellie, about taking life by the hand, enjoying it day to day, supporting others and building memories together as a family. Thank you especially for your friendship, your deep concern in tough times, and for treating John like he's always been your friend. You visited me in Auckland, and I'll never forget how you talked me into buying the last mouse in the pet shop, because it would have been lonely. Even though I hated mice. That was such a you thing to do. As was texting me from the supermarket when I text you when I was having a bad day, and you explained to me the complex relationship you were having with the broccoli.